And welcome back, guys, to Falcon Plays Risk of Rain. Now, today we're going to be actually playing as the Huntress finally, because I said I would last time, so, I wouldn't be a man of my word altogether if I kind of went back on that, and, not that I necessarily am a man of my word, but, at least let me try to be for, kind of my pseudo-internet persona altogether. So let's see, Huntress, let's go ahead and play as her. Now, I did take one little test run with her before I started recording, because I didn't want to come over here and be like, oh, how do I do this? And I found out that, the stories of the Huntress being overpowered aren't necessarily too false altogether, just because I did play as it as a bit, and Jesus Christ, her abilities are kind of ridiculous. How so? Well, this guy's gonna really... Are you gonna really require me to jump on things? Oh my lord, this motherfucking crab. Alright, crab, I'll be back to you at some point, I'd imagine. Now, before that crab kind of took my... This is a really shitty seed, by the way. I don't really like this, and you kind of have to rely a little bit too much on those teleporting bots. And where are my enemies altogether? Alright, really, we're gonna play this game now, Risk of Rain. Alright, cool. Well, never mind, guys. The Huntress has all the abilities in the world to kind of make things successful, but I'm not gonna get the enemies for it. Now, basically, she is essentially a class that just focuses on strafing, which is something that, I suppose any class should really be focusing in Risk of Rain. So as you can see, basically just moving back and forth or whatnot is going to really do a lot of good for you. Now, some of her skills include this fucking thing here. Now, what just happened with that is essentially it locates enemies for you. It bounces off 3 times off of enemies, so 3rd time is basically the strongest part. Now, and it has a really quick, I guess, cooldown time. So let me shoot this over here. Well, it didn't necessarily do that. What I wanted it to do. Okay, let me try this again. Alright, crab, you're gonna be our test specimen here. And there you go. See, so it bounces off of this guy and hit the guy in the bottom. Now, it could do that up to 3 times. The 3rd time is probably gonna be the strongest damage it does altogether. So if you have a lot of enemies on screen, believe me, that's really helpful. And then you also have this right here. Now, what I did right there was essentially shoot an arrow, high-powered arrow, and then on the time that it detonates, it drops 6 little bombs on the floor, essentially. So, as you can imagine, lots of fucking high damage output, especially when you're, strafing crowds and whatnot. That one doesn't have as, I guess, forgiving as a cooldown as the bounce attack that I just did right there, but it's still good altogether. And then, finally, basically to avoid damage, boom, a little teleporting ahead forward. Essentially, think of it as like the Commando's role, to some degree. So now that we actually gotten that out of the way, though, let's actually start focusing on getting some actual items and finding the teleporter for sure as well. We actually do know where a lot of items are there, as a matter of fact, but let me just get rid of this guy here. So essentially, as long as you're walking and doing this thing, you're shooting enemies, you can kind of hit a few enemies off screen, assuming that the bounce is in your favor altogether. Kind of like the Harlem bounce, I guess. Was that the Harlem bounce? Or, I don't know. I don't really keep up with viral stuff altogether, but it was the Hyro. No, the Hyro? Apparently it was the Link Shake. No, it was the Harlem Shake, I believe, not the Harlem bounce. Getting my shit mixed up there. Alrighty. This guy's gonna be a fucking asshole, though, aren't you? Alright, stop being such a dick. Now, the regular attack isn't that bad altogether. It's a bit like, it's not like, the Commando or something like that, but it's still relatively good in itself. Like, I suppose I was gonna say, if it had piercing capabilities, it'd be great, but then again, this class seems to be kind of OP in general as it is. I'm not showing that off too well, as you can imagine, considering how much damage I'm taking and whatnot, but, again, I'm not the most skilled player, and, I still need to, completely... Oh, that was pretty fucking good. As you can still see, I still need to get the hang of this class, because, just kind of taking it for a test run alone wasn't enough. It was just basically just so I don't seem like so terrible when I started this thing, and I didn't want to be like, it's taking valuable recording time over here telling you guys, oh, well, what is this doing? Oh, no. Alright, so we're almost done with these crabs here. These crabs are a little bit kind of a pain in the dick for this class, though, it does seem. Like, really beefy classes altogether, so I really do need a few items to go in my favor, but altogether, I see it being like a really good class to kind of make a lot of headway with. Alright, cool. We're just gonna go over this guy. Apparently he just levitates over everything. Okay. I'm gonna die already, apparently. So much over here, I'm over here filleting this class, I'm just gonna die to it already. Alright, cool. Yeah, guys, this class is really OP. Watch me die. Alright, so we got the ukulele. Finally something to kind of mess around with, like, crowds up from far away. Do that there, and oh, cool. Let me just, that was great. Alrighty, let me get back up here really quickly. I gotta remember, the thing is, every time I play with a new class, I kind of really remember what control does what, essentially. So let's get the thing that speeds up my running ability really quickly. I was thinking of getting the leveling up banner right there, because it's really helpful at times, but I really could use the way to run faster, especially with that fucking pissed off crab after me. Yeah, you can't make it over here though, can you? Yeah, you can't. There you go. So as you can see, as long as you're just spamming your regular attack and doing the little bounce attack, you could pretty much just set up really weird attacks. Kind of like, you know, Pee-wee's house, like, you know, Pee-wee's Playhouse essentially, where it's kind of like one thing sets off another, I suppose. I'm really making a Pee-wee reference in 2013, almost 2014, I'm aware of that, but that was the best example I had, unfortunately. Shows how old I am in reality. Alrighty, so we got those guys done with. Colossus, where did Colossus spawn is the real question. And by Colossus, I'm not talking about the X-Men, Pietros or whatnot. You know, for some reason I thought his name was Petros, but no, it's Pietros. Okay, Colossus is down here apparently. Hey, how you doing, Colossus? I was just looking for you. Not just yet, but I was. Let me see, Colossus, are you fucked if I hang out over here? For some reason, why do I want to say that you are? Colossus seems to be like the most fucked boss of all time. Like, he just doesn't catch a break, it seems like, you know. Every sort of situation he's in, he's just kind of fucked. Look how slow he is. Oh, Lord, Colossus. Your little Colossi are a lot more difficult than you are. It's really sad. I kind of really feel bad kind of picking on this guy. It's kind of like a gentle giant in reality. We don't even know the lore behind these guys is a problem. I mean, for all I know, the Colossus just doesn't do just hanging out and, you know, one day he decided to be an asshole and just spawn in this planet and destroy his fucking life habitat and whatnot. Alright, Colossus, we're just gonna hang out here and just destroy you because you absolutely can't do anything right here, unfortunately. Or fortunately for me, at least, because I definitely don't need you attacking me in return because, I'm already having enough problems already trying to get a hold of this class. I really like that bounce attack. It's just, you gotta have to get used to it, but once you actually start putting some sort of tactic involved into it, it's not that bad. Alright, fucking crab, man. Alright, crab people. Alright, so we are doing some pretty good work now, it seems, that we're kind of been powering up a bit and get rid of that fucker over there. So basically, you know, just use, I guess, range to your advantage with this class. I mean, it feels like a pretty much advice you could use with any class in reality, so what am I even talking about? Oh yeah, guys, you want to avoid being in the midst of a lot of enemies and taking damage. Oh, no fucking shit, Sherlock. Alright, cool. Here I thought I was supposed to go balls to the wall. Balls deep. Never go balls deep, by the way, don't really like that. And by day, I'm not even talking about from experience because I would have to have experience to begin with to actually be suggesting anything like that. Alright, so over here we're going to get the attack faster at lower health. Alright, good. That could kind of work out a bit. There's a few enemies I have to kind of get rid of here before we can proceed to the next level. Remember, our teleport is up here. I do have a little bit of money that I want to spend. Although I feel that I've already spent enough time on this one level together. Alrighty, 2 enemies left, and they should be in the bottom right over there. So let me quickly go over to this teleporting maze bullshit that we had going on over here. And hopefully, we could probably... Oh, there's a few chests down there as well. Alrighty, so there are going to be a few chests kind of coming back, so I gotta remember that. Because I am, you know, I'm basically making the game more difficult for myself right now by, you know, taking extra time here, but I kind of know where these chests are, so I kind of feel filthy not, you know, taking advantage of that fact. Alrighty. And then we're going to get the Bitter Root, increases maximum health by 8%, and that's not bad at all, as a matter of fact. And let me get this guy here, and this is going to be a use item, or Rotten Brain. Throw a Bouncing Brain, okay. Not really the best item, at least that I can make use of in reality, but, you know, you kind of have to deal with the hand that you're kind of dealt with here. Suppose, again, I said, there's a lot of items that I feel personally aren't great, and people can make work to an amazing degree. This is actually going to be really good. And what do we have here? Dead Man's Foot. Drop a poison trap at low health. This is the first time I actually acquired this one item, so that should be interesting altogether. I'm always, I should kind of like, okay, I should. Apparently my frames dropped like crazy right there. I really should take the time to kind of go and actually read up on skills and items and probably, you know, investigate the item log a bit to kind of get myself an idea of what certain items do. I have for the most part, oddly enough, I do have an idea of what some items that kind of spawn generally do, but I guess the one-offs is the ones that I'm kind of, really troubled with. It's kind of like a little bit like Binding of Isaac when you think about it, though, just because there's so many items in Binding of Isaac and you don't really know what everything does. A lot of people usually complain about that too, the fact it's kind of like there's so many items, how am I supposed to know what it does? Well, you're not. But that's kind of like one of the good things about the game, I imagine, where it kind of gives you that idea, where it's kind of like, you know, just go out there and explore a little bit for yourself, and, you know, you never know what might happen. And then when you kind of have an idea of, like, what items do what and what to pair it up with, it's kind of, like, really good, because you're kind of like, alright, well, now you have an idea as to what you kind of want to build around to and whatnot. So right now we've spiked up to medium by the 2nd level, which isn't that great altogether, but, you know, unfortunately that's kind of the hand I kind of dealt myself with there. Now, again, as you can imagine, our priority... Oh, drones. Okay, never mind. I was going to say our priority is getting teleported as soon as possible. Fuck that now. My priority is now getting this drone activated. And you're going to try to help me with that Colossi. You don't know it yet, but you are. With the sweet remnants of your body, I will definitely acquire that drone whenever I can. Now, I also need some enemies actually spawn for this to actually happen. Alright, there's our teleporter. So I'm actually thinking whether I should just activate it now and get it over with. But I do kind of want to get a little bit of extra cash money before we actually proceed to activate it. So who knows? I'm in a little bit of a tough spot here. I don't want to deal with these jelly too. I mean, they're cool and everything. They're easy, which is a good thing. However, they're kind of so goddamn slow and they don't really give you the best, I guess, reward per kill is the other issue. Alright, let's actually go up here a bit and maybe... Alright, you know what? These pissed off guys will kind of do it for me. Alright. How so? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, guys, don't be such dicks when you're fighting. Alright, let me actually use these rotten brains, see if they do anything for me. No, he's gonna bounce around in different place. Alright, cool. That's cool. Thanks a lot, rotten brains. Great item. Alrighty. Maybe I should be... Oh, yeah, that was pretty fucking awesome, as a matter of fact. Alright, now we have a lot of pissed off people after me. And let me... do that there. Alright, I am in a really tough spot here. Missiles, don't fail me now. Alright, let me get rid of this man out of the way. Alright. Now, these guys should be pretty much easy pickings because they can't go up here, so as long as I just fuck their life up over here, we should be pretty good. Same with this guy over here as well. There you go. Still a little bit of fancy shooting as well. A lot of these guys spawning around. Alrighty, so I have enough money for the drone now, which is one of the things I want to get back to. Alright. Little guy. Little man, stop ruining it for me, okay? I had the perfect spot right there. Like, no, I gotta ruin that for you. Alrighty, and this guy over here should be no problem altogether. This guy as well. Alright, come on, guys. Alright, so let me get rid of these guys up here, then we'll go down and get the drone, and probably more than likely start looking at activating the teleporter as well. That should probably be in our best interest. The bouncing attack seems really interesting when you use it in jellyfish because, you know, as a matter of fact, since they're kind of like all over the place, it kind of makes for some really interesting attack patterns and whatnot. So the teleporter is down below. I know that the drone was over here, so let me get this, go down to activate the teleporter, and we could... Oh, we got the missile guy too. All right, good. Let's get this item here. You know what? I'm going to use you because this rotten brain is not for me. Randomly freeze enemies for 8 seconds. That's good. And sure, why not? Alright, I could probably use you one more time, and I probably will, but for now, let's actually just activate the teleporter and see what we're kind of dealt with here. Something like the magma worm would be pretty good for this class item. Okay, ancient wisp? Well, not exactly the magma worm, but I suppose you'll do for now. Although you do have a long-range capability, which is something that kind of troubles me a bit. Quite a bit of long-range capability. Alrighty. This guy's just really fucking pissed off, it seems. You just come at me, like, with no disregard for your own health, do you? This guy is just so mad. He's just like, well, fuck that. I'm just coming straight up at you. Alrighty. Wisp. Wisp, stop being such an asshole. Let me get away from you for a second here. Alright, as a matter of fact, Wisp, if you just want to jump in place there, that's perfectly fine. You too? Okay. Well, not you guys. Let's actually... really quickly... Oh, freeze random enemies, right. It's not like the unstable... Okay, well, this guy froze at least. Okay. And a lot of guys over here spawning on me. Let's start using my teleporting thing for sure. Alright, our DPS, or at least our crowd control thing, is kind of kicks into gear when we start dropping those little missiles, it seems. I'm not doing that great in terms of health, but I do notice the how great the Huntress kind of deals with crowds after a little while. I suppose our missile isn't really... our missile drone isn't necessarily making things harder for us, really alleviating the fact that we're getting kind of bombarded by a lot of enemies here. Alrighty. This guy keeps spawning all the time, though. This guy's a really angry dude. He just kind of keeps going up to you over and over and over. And there he is. Now he's dead. And at least we only have 18 enemies left to deal with, so that should be good. Our Ancient Wisp, at least, luckily for us, he kind of spawned in a really fucked up situation. He's going to jump up and down. Just going to jump up, and get down. He's kind of like the House of Pain right now, you know. He's just really, really happy to be involved in this whole game, it seems. Just happy with joy over here. That's cool. Basically, your ineptitude to do anything right now is Ancient Wisp. It's actually going to actually help me continue on this journey. Let's see. Not like journey itself journey, but, you know, don't stop believing type of journey. He's just going to come jumping. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let's move away for a second there. That was kind of okay. Now, these guys are such assholes all the time. And they're going to leave, apparently. All right, guys, later on. That was kind of troubling. All right, hey. let's actually get over here and deal with these guys. Oh, and there goes the Ancient Wisp. So one of the things I should really do really quickly is actually go and deal with the Ancient Wisp drop, because I'm not sure if that actually despawns after a little certain time and whatnot. I know some items do. Hopefully that's not one of them. But since the teleporter's also down there, I want to get rid of these assholes kind of just straying about. This guy over here is just ruining things for me. He says, Colossi, will you actually get over here? Be part of the crowd. Why are you being such, like, you know, a free roamer by yourself? Or I don't really like this vagabond mentality of yours. There you go. Alright, fucking kill you for being a lonesome loner. Remind me of me in high school. It's not cool, believe me. It's like, I don't need to be part of crowds. In reality, I just needed a friend, and couldn't really get that. Alright, it's Colossus over here. There's a few more of you guys over here, as a matter of fact. Alright, a few items here, too. Cool. Oh, another dead man's foot. I've been noticing a lot of poison damage happening around and what, so I suppose that the poison's foot is actually doing a good job for me. And we actually have the coin purse, which is actually good. And as a matter of fact, let's just use my freeze item. Might as well. We are done with this stage anyway, so it should probably respawn by the time we get to the next one anyway. So get rid of this man here. 3 more enemies. It should be these guys. Yeah, all 3 of them are here. So matter of fact, the moment you guys are done, we're out of here. And this guy's gonna kind of make it difficult for me, though. See, this guy has really ridiculous damage, it seems. God fucking damn, you were just trading my health there. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. I had a lot of money. I should have probably gone. No. I wanted to, but I didn't. Basically, go out and try to spend a bit of that money, but again, I'm already in hard difficulty, and this is basically where I ate it last time with the engineer. Part of the reason I did is because I kind of dicked around in levels a bit too long, trying to get more items and whatnot. So let me just kind of go with what I get, you know? Let's just roll with what, I guess, nature itself gives me. If it decides to give me a lot of items, then take it. If not, then, you know, just kind of continue along, see what happens. Alrighty. These guys are spawning with a lot of health already, so let me go ahead and freeze time really quickly here. Alright, and we got pissed off robots here as well. Alright, good. We got everybody coming out of that. Alright, that's cool. So let me just keep strafing over here. Do a little bit of that. I'm really digging the ukulele, what it's doing for us. Can you guys kind of... Yeah, you guys can walk over that. Alright, good. Let me just go ahead and trap myself in a fucking pit of death over here. Alright, so those guys should be done and over with. I'm not really digging your... Alright, good, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm not really enjoying the low money output that I'm getting from these guys, but... Let me get rid of Pissed Off Moose over here. I feel like Pissed Off Moose will kind of ruin my run with the engineer last time. I have my suspicions about this moose. Kind of seems to teleport around whenever he wants to. Okay, now I'm getting the pissed off Risk of Rain pros is what I like to call these guys, because they're rolling around and shooting missiles everywhere. Alright, let's just freeze time a bit here. Jesus Christ, it's like a clusterfuck of enemies here. Oh, at least it kind of worked out for me, because I have a shit ton of money now. Alright, so let's actually proceed on over to the right now that I've kind of dealt with enemies here, and hopefully we start getting some items to unlock. I hate the random ones. You know, gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see here. What am I gonna get here? Spike strip. Like, oh no! Well, there goes $350 well spent. Let me see if I can get there on time before it despawns. It will despawn. That's the thing I hate about items, that they despawn after a minute. Let me see if I can kind of make my way up there before that fucking happens and ruins that money for me. Not that I have got the best item with that spike strip, but it's still an item that I could use at some point. Better than nothing, I should say. Alright, there we go. Spike strip. Alrighty, let me get rid of these fuckers here. So we want to continue going to the right, apparently, because to the left is basically the end of this map. Alright, and one of the ways I'm going to go is through this way here. Right, we are in very hard now, so one of the things we should really keep looking forward to here. Let me freeze time a little bit here. Our health is diminishing really quite fast here, so I should probably start worrying a bit. As these guys try to heal each other. Don't be healing yourselves, alright? Little assholes. Alright, Miss Drone. Drone, you gotta do faster work for me here. Alright, got this asshole you left behind. Alright, come on, you're almost dead, Moose. As soon as your dad can leave here, alright, good. So we got a little bit extra money. Oh, god damn it, not these guys. Not the guys that fire missiles either. It's them, isn't it? Alright, you guys hang out there. I need to, kind of, fuck. I'm really low in health here. Okay, I need to acquire that chest really quickly. I really hate the jumping on. Oh, just right, you can't jump on that, is a problem. You have to jump rope to rope. Alrighty, sure, why not? Call drones for backup lasts for 10 seconds. That's actually really good. I could kind of use that for that shitstorm that I left upstairs. And really quickly here as well. Alright, it doesn't let me shoot faster at lower health, which is exactly what I'm at right now. Low health. Okay. Okay, suddenly these guys are... Okay, these guys are suddenly jumping now. I had a good spot going on over here, alright. At least everybody down there seems to be, taking progressive damage altogether. Alright, you guys, just keep hurting yourselves there. Perfectly fine. I'll come down once the party's over with. Alrighty. Almost there. Almost there. Come on, drone. Do some work, drone. Oh, fuck. Alright. Need to get away here real quickly. Alrighty, alrighty. So let's weigh this out real quick. Wait for my cooldown, and there we go. Kind of jump back down here. Okay. Fuck me, god damn it. Cool. Let me just wait here and jump back down and kill myself, essentially. God damn it. Clayman, you're not the Clayman. You're the fucking Risk of Rain pros, which you are. You and your missile shooting friends. Alright, guys. Well, there you go. A little bit of the Huntress on display there. Probably not the best voice, I guess, choice of play on my part, or the best choice of decision at the end there. But hey, what can you do? I'm not a pro, unfortunately. Just do what I can. I'm just one man doing what I can. Pretending I'm Superman. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video so far, and hopefully you enjoyed the series so far, and there's probably more to come in the future and whatnot. But either way, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the series so far. Be sure to leave any comments and likes if you are enjoying it. If you don't, then be sure to unlike it. Perfectly fine. Just let me know why, and also if you have any tips and tricks, be sure to drop them for me. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time.